just living my life, just living my life, just living my life. Just living my life, just living my life, just living my life. It's my time. Just living my life, just living my life, just living my life. It's my time. Just living my life, just living my life, just living my life. It's my time. I came from Philly, then I moved to Harrisburg. Spent time in Cali, blowing on the rarest herb. Made some bread, was a manager then. Good at dealing with people, couldn't handle the pen. Money had me scrambling like Randall back then. Ups and downs with my chick, hard to handle it, man. What's the dough really mean without family and love? Still go for your dreams, but put family above all the shallow shit. People try to take you off your path, you don't allow that shit. Stop wanting love from those that don't know you. Appreciate your folks that seen what you go through. Why would I stop? I don't even know how. Papa Zan, that's the only way I'll slow down. I could entertain y'all, but I'm no clown. Puff and puff on that L till it blows down. Just living my life, just living my life, just living my life. Just living my life, just living my life, just living my life. Just living my life, just living my life.
All right, we are back at HMAC. Was that too loud? Sorry. No. I thought you went ow.
No, that was like ow. You know, we back.
The Cardi. Ow. Yeah.
Okay.
See, we're making you a fan. We'll make you a Cardi fan by the end of the day.
There's nothing attractive about Cardi B.
I just like her attitude. I just think she don't give a fuck.
That's not true. That's her gimmick. That's the character she sells.
Everyone has a gimmick. You have a gimmick.
I don't.
You do.
I'm just Craig. That's it.
Listen.
Just Craig.
I know you.
That's it. I'm just Craig. I don't have a gimmick.
I know you
Craig.
more than you know you.
I know me more than I know me.
So here's a quick. We'll do one more quick basketball story. Craig got tall right out of nowhere. So Craig used to be tiny as fuck, and then all of a sudden Craig got 7'4".
Joshua got 7'4".
Yeah, and then Craig messages me. I used to work at the factory. I used to work 12-hour shifts. So he's like, yo, after your job, you should drive up here. I got this crazy spot. It's an indoor gym. We could play ball. The gym is beautiful.
Yeah, I was
up in Wilkes-Barre, right? I was all right. I said, he goes, and I'm gonna beat that ass in basketball because he knew how to get me out there, right? I was like, Craig. Because I always had basketball shoes in my trunk and a ball.
Confident, bro.
So he's like, come out here. The building I live in has a basketball court. Right, this motherfucker was living in it was a giant ass halfway house. It was
oh my god,
it was a big ass school building. Listen, first of all, let me rephrase. Hold on. So we acquired when I was younger. We got kicked out, right?
Right.
So when we got kicked out, we were pretty much like, yo, where we gonna stay? So this dude named Bob, we know around there. He's like, yo, we got this school building. Like got vacancies, bro.
I don't think people are legally allowed to live in there.
No, you're definitely squatting for sure.
Look, he was
definitely
like, yo, you can stay in this building. There's electricity, all that stuff. You're good. Just give me $300 a month. I said, all right, cool. I had a maintenance closet. It was like big, but it was like
he legit lived in the closet.
Look, I'm not even gonna lie to you. The
like
room,
Harry Potter.
The room was legit, the room was about the size of that stage.
Smaller.
No, a little bit smaller.
Way smaller.
Not way smaller.
Way
bro.
smaller.
I could put a whole cast iron bed in there, bro. It was way bigger than that. It was about the same size as that, right? The entire room in entirety, right?
I don't believe you.
Anyway, long story short, there was a gym in this building that they never
dusty
used.
ass gym.
Look, they never used it, but we would go in there and play basketball somehow, some way. We dust the floors off and go play basketball.
They didn't do it good enough.
So what had happened was I called Blackwell because I was feeling confident at this time. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna destroy this dude. Fuck this. It's time. The day of reckoning has come. I called him up. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna beat that ass. Come to the gym. And he floored me. He shitted on me. It's all good though.
I drove after a 12-hour work shift. I drove up there. I get on this court. I do one sprint and I slid across the whole thing like a slip and slide.
Oh,
I was like, so I couldn't. The whole game I had no footing because it was like playing on a slippy ass floor.
It was dope though. To be.
I mean, you'd beat my ass now in basketball. I don't even have a shot anymore.
I wouldn't even play. I'll get winded within 5 minutes.
Throw up.
Yeah, probably.
Are we on Facebook? What is that? Instagram live?
Facebook Live.
No, what up, Facebook? Come to HMAC. We'll be here till 4:30.
It's like a half hour. You got a whole half hour.
Like Moose. Yeah.
Start running. How many people watching?
7 right now.
Oh, 7 of you. Get down
what's up?
We'll talk. So we did lose CSmoke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna put his real name out there. He said it, but I'm not gonna say it.
It's on his Facebook.
Yeah, it is. It's out there, and he said it in the interview.
Randy.
Randy. You said it, not me. Fucking snitch. 6'9".
That's why he's your favorite.
He's the man, bro.
You just like drama.
I mean, what the
It's hilarious.
It's like drama.
It's hilarious.
That's what I was going to say about 6ix9ine. I mean, even though he's weird, like, I mean, he brought differences. Like, he's different than everybody that's out right now, and that's what made him so popular, because he was different, and that's what you gotta have. You gotta be yourself and be different.
Charles Manson was different too.
Doesn't
mean it's good. Doesn't mean it's good.
My man's just screaming on a track. Like, I just can't get with it.
I like scream stuff too, but
I could talk.
I'm also white.
6ix9ine has 1 billion spins on Spotify. He doesn't give a shit what nobody thinking about him right now. And he just signed a $10 million deal.
Then I used to follow him on like Instagram, and he would post like just dumb videos of him just doing dumb stuff.
That's the trade-off, bro.
He's like a big kid.
So when I first heard of him, I didn't think he was real. Like, I just thought he was like, I thought he was a gimmick. I mean, he was.
Yeah.
He is.
And then
How
I'm
many
like,
rappers you know that got skittle hair?
and I was like,
And have 6ix9ine tatted all over their face and body.
Marketing.
Yeah, but that's what you for the rest of your life.
Marketing.
After that.
I mean, I like Post Malone. He's got never.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing all over his face. Like,
Right.
It might as well be. You know why he got his? You know why he got his face tattoo though? Because he said, once you tattoo your face, there's no going back. I better be good at music.
that's true.
Oh shit.
This is what he said.
That's true.
Yeah.
But did you see him on the New Year's Eve thing? Did you see his pink suit that he wore
No,
on
but
New Year's Eve?
I would party with that guy in a heartbeat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know, he bringing a lot of bitches.
I heard he smells bad.
He looks like he
you
smells
don't
bad.
think
He looks like he smells bad.
Looks like he smells like.
He looks like he smells like
Did you
someone
hear about
who's-
the girl who threw up whenever she went to the meet and greet because he smelled so bad?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
that makes me like him even more.
He's a dirty bag.
Listen, I hang out with a lot of,
Yeah.
I hang out with rockers. Like, so
Yeah,
you have to
but-
realize when you're on a tour. Now,
Nah.
Post Malone does
Wash
not
your
have
dick. Wash your dick. Wash your dick.
Post Malone doesn't have this credibility to do this because he makes a lot of money and he probably
Tons.
sleeps in a hotel room every night.
Tons.
But I know
Right.
people who went on tour and they live in a van. They sleep in a van. Like, they don't have running water. So, like, some bands were like, yo, I'm here tonight. Can you guys hook us up with a shower? So
Yeah.
I do know some musicians who are funky and smell because they have like that. They're on the tour life, man. They have no choice. You know what I mean? Like,
not real.
No.
what do you mean it's not real?
It's not real.
You can take a horse bath.
Bro, there's ways to do it. There's a river or creek somewhere you're passing.
Right.
I don't give a shit.
What if you're torn? What if you're torn in Michigan in the middle of winter?
Fuck,
I'm just
you're an
thinking,
idiot
like,
for
go to a
booking that.
Starbucks, go to the bathroom, like,
There's-
wash.
and you know what? They had the homeless shelters that give you showers in every state.
Baby wipe. You know what? You know what a lot of bands
Baby
do?
wipe.
Baby
military
wipes.
baby, yeah,
Yeah.
Baby wipes.
dope.
That's the best they can do at that
At
point.
the very least.
do you pay $80 for a night for a hotel, or do you, or because you
Well,
because
I
you're
get discounts because I work at a hotel.
because at
but
well, you're not working if you're
Hilton.
a traveling musician.
Hilton. I'm Hilton, bro. I'm going right to Hilton. Swipe discount.
Yeah, that's because you.
Book me.
How many hours a week do you work there?
Who, me?
Yeah,
I
40
work
hours a week?
About 40.
Yeah, I can't try to work a 40-hour
Full-time.
week job and then travel all over the country.
I do it with shows now, and I got 4
All
shows
over the
starting
country?
out.
All
no,
over the country?
all over Pennsylvania.
Shut up.
Soon. Very soon.
You
It'll
just
be
got your
a-
license. Calm down. Anyway.
Yeah, listen, it's facts. Facts, but I was driving. Though. Look,
Anyway.
it's not legal, but
Anyway, Post Malone doesn't have an excuse to smell. But,
That's true.
But he literally looks like he smells like stale cigarettes and booze from the night before.
more
Yeah,
than
for
that,
sure.
he looks like he smells like dumpster juice, bro.
Dick cheese.
Yeah. Straight dick cheese.
He
And he looks like he's not
You
circumcised.
know he don't
Yeah.
brush his, he don't brush
brush
his teeth.
teeth. Yeah, he doesn't brush his teeth.
I wouldn't brush my teeth either if I was
Dirty.
really.
Just get him taken out, put fake
But that's
ones
the
in.
thing about
some
rich
little
people.
fronts
Though.
in his
Rich people
mouth.
wear the same clothes, and they don't be like people don't like. I know a really rich person right now. that-
Dude, I wear the same clothes. I
No,
wear the same jeans like
this
shit at
dude,
least
look,
2 times
this
a
dude
week.
wears K-Swiss
I don't give a
sneakers, legit K-Swiss.
Love K-Swiss.
K-Swiss.
I wear them
sneakers,
right now if I had them.
Wrangler jeans from Walmart and a button-down shirt.
Listen.
And he's filthy rich.
The people who don't have
Filthy
money want to
rich.
make it look like they got money. That's what it is.
Nah, I've seen famous people wear some crazy uniforms. You'd be like, what the, I'm
Yo,
never wearing no shit like that
Who was
ever.
it? They had
Shit, Lady Gaga used to wear crazy
Buck
shit.
Cherry.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
she used to
yeah.
look fucking
when they
crazy.
came here. They were in this room.
Really?
Yes, he
That's
was.
funny.
I know. Buck Cherry was in this room. No, they performed upstairs.
Oh, I was gonna say.
But this was his green room. This was their green room. I don't know the lead singer's name, but this was their green room. Even Phil Insomno from Pantera, they were all in here, and all of them wore like bullshit. Like they were not dressed up all crazy. He literally walked down after the show. He came downstairs. He was like, "Yo, I just want to go to the fucking hotel. Like, somebody take me to the hotel." It was dope. I was
Get
like,
me
oh,
out of here. Like,
I was like, "Damn."
Do you ever? This is not obviously. I'm not comparing music and genres, but do you ever go to a rap show?
Yes.
Did you ever go to a rock show?
Yes.
Some motherfuckers exhausted after a rock
for
show.
sure.
They don't
He
stop.
did Crazy Bitch. He's like,
Yeah, it's a lot less about what you look like and more about like the energy and how people are feeling.
Like me, I will. You'll never see me wear fucking over $60 sneakers, but all my equipment here is expensive.
Right.
But I'm also putting into my craft. You know what I mean? Like,
they don't know what you got in the crib.
I got every Xbox. You know what I mean? Like,
they don't need to know that.
They don't need to know, right?
I got
my business.
So like Tony, you like this fly T-shirt, $60.
like Uncle
I'm like,
Kenny.
no, that's Pokemon. I buy a video game right
Uncle
with
Kenny,
that.
dog. My uncle.
Yeah,
Uncle Kenny got some.
I'll nerd out before I look cool. I don't care. I dress the exact same way now that I did when I was like 13. I just give me jeans. I don't care my shoes. And
I was rocking the white tees, bro.
As long as I have a T-shirt with something on, I never wore a white tee.
Yes, you did, bro.
No, I did not.
They got a picture of you, my brothers, all in white tees and black tees, standing like y'all gang.
They made me wear that.
You seen it, right?
Oh.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that.
I caught you.
But
there was fucking big ass white tees.
But every
they're in Soldier Boy mode.
The oversized white tee. In my white tee.
Yeah, they got that picture.
I kind of missed that era though. I missed the little baggy era.
Yeah, they was in the white tees.
When everyone wear like 4XL t-shirts.
No, I didn't wear anything.
Large,
I didn't wear 4X, but everything looked baggy on me because I was bones. I was legit bones. I was 100.
Yo, y'all
I was
were rocking the
130
white tees,
pounds.
Bro. Y'all were especially Tony and Justin. That's all they wore. Justin always wore black. I don't know what the hell he got going.
I always wear black too.
Yeah.
I always wear black. But yeah, I didn't try to wear baggy clothes. It's just I was so tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, my waist. From the waist down, I didn't get fat.
Yeah, I
From
gained
my
in
gut.
my stomach. That's why I gained weight. I used to
Dude, I'm built like an 80s wrestler. Like, if I look at myself with no shirt on, from here up, I got some definition. I got some chest. I got some shoulders. And then I just got that 80s Hulk Hogan belly. You know what I mean? Like,
It's just beer. It's just beer.
I was about to say that's from drinking beer.
I was sleeping and I was
Banging Beers
Mickey Mouse.
podcast. You can check it in the other videos below.
And then I woke up as Sasquatch one day and I was like, what the fuck? These pants don't fit anymore. Damn, I'm wearing Justin sneakers. What the fuck?
Oh, shit.
I was in
You
grown
wore
man
Justin
clothes at
sneakers.
13. Yeah.
You should get your feet checked.
No.
That man has some smelly sneakers.
No, they were like basketball smelly sneakers, but he's a beast. Jay's a beast, man.
Yo, the one time when we first met his brother, this has nothing to do with anything. I'm sorry, but the first time his brothers came over to my house and we were all playing video games, Justin took his shoes off upstairs.
And you could smell it.
And my mom came from down. Like, we had a pretty nice house, like size house. It was two houses put together.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like we're in one half of the house. And my mom's in like the downstairs other half of the house, and she came upstairs and goes, "What smells like sour milk?" And Justin Justin just didn't even say that. He just put his shoes
Nah,
back
bro,
on.
yo, he got some big ass
God.
feet, yo. He wears a size 16, dude.
Holy shit.
This is not even a joke. We used
he
to
wears
wake
a
up.
size 16, and he plays basketball.
How tall is he?
He's about 6'1", 6'2".
6'1", 6'2".
6'1" with them big ass.
I was going to say those fucking flipper feet. What the hell?
Look, they literally wake up from sun up to sundown to play basketball.
That's crazy.
We would wake up. We would start playing around
That shit's
6:30 in the
crazy.
morning and not stop till like 3 or 4 in the morning.
See, I used to do that. Yeah,
We didn't eat.
When I was younger, we used to,
Yeah,
we
that
used
was
to be at the
crazy.
courts all
Yeah,
day.
I didn't
We
eat.
wouldn't eat until
Damn.
we came home and that later on that night.
But
Yeah.
back to the
Playing
music.
for the
I'm
streets
sorry.
like
I got us all chatting.
Yeah.
I was memory lane. Every time I see his memory lane, dog.
Fuck you.
So fuck you, yo. This bastard, yo. He set me up for an L one time.
Which time?
Tekken.
Oh shit.
Oh my god! So we are. This is
Piece of
nerd.
shit.
This is nerdy talk. You ever
Right,
play fighting
piece of
games?
shit.
Yeah.
I hate them. I hate fighting games.
Yeah,
And
I'm not a fan.
I'm like, I had an argument like, why the fuck are you wasting your time playing this? And they're like, why? I'm like, because any fucking asshole can pick up the controller and have a seizure and win
I
the
wasn't
game.
the
You just press a
greatest.
bunch of...
Right? And they're like, no, I know the combinations. I learned all the
Tony
moves.
was a fucking beast,
Right,
bro.
But I was like, I said, Craig, I guarantee I can button mash and beat you.
Right.
And he goes, no, you can't. I said, if I button mash and beat you, you got to strip ass naked and run across the street and back.
Oh, my
man.
God.
Guess who ran across the street naked?
Oh no, we couldn't.
In the middle of winter.
Oh, my God. How old were you?
I was, what, 13?
Oh, child porn all day long.
Oh shit.
You should have went to jail.
Oh, my God.
And we forced him to do it. We're like, yo, that's a bet.
doing it.
Oh, real
He made the
shit.
bet. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, get the
It's real.
And here's the thing. They're the only black family in town.
Oh yeah. So you know
if
you was
one
already.
black dude runs across the street, they're like, we have a report of one black guy running. They're like, it's that house. Let's go knock on that
Hedrington's
door.
right on Center
Right.
Street.
Yeah.
Damn.
Remember the time that your mom? This is another quick one. This is funny. You'll like this. We're learning about Craig. This is what this is. So, Craig's mom calls all of us because we were not me. They were in an apartment, but I was pretty much there. I should have paid rent. Yeah, and they're like, come down the house. I got some food for you guys. You can take it and bring it back up to the apartment. We're like, cool. I'm excited. We go running down the street, and their mom literally hands them bags and buckets of KFC.
Oh shit!
And watermelon.
Oh, that was fucked up.
The comedian in me
couldn't help himself.
Is crying, laughing. Right, crying, laughing. We're walking down the street, walking back, and Tony, he has 2 watermelons on each shoulder. Justin and Isaiah are carrying the buckets of chicken, and I'm literally like this.
Low key racist, bro.
Right? Yeah. Listen,
it's like he was over here fucking eating it up too. Bro.
Yeah.
Listen,
he was tearing that shit up,
I didn't know about stereotypes until I met y'all. I didn't know all the cool white ones.
People didn't know that, man. They didn't understand, bro. I told y'all, man. I've been all over. Bro.
White people love mac and cheese.
They do.
But your mom went fucking banging ass mac and cheese.
Well, my mom cooked a lot. But yeah, so back to the music shit.
Yeah,
back to the music.
So we're learning about Craig and his white brother.
Love it.
Yeah, my white brother.
I'm not racist, but
I was like, before I was coming in here, he was like, "That's my brother." He was like, "He's white though." I'm like, "Okay."
A lot of us.
Okay.
One of us.
They'll be like, a lot of people don't believe me. They'd be like, "Oh, he's white."
I get in trouble.
They'll be like,
I get in trouble a lot because I have like a fucked up sense of humor. Like listen, I like everyone, obviously. Like but like if you're gonna live your stereotype, I'm gonna chuckle at it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Shit, I got a best friend that's white. He's funny just like you.
Yeah, people don't believe me. Like I'm like, my brother's coming, and then he'll walk in. Like one time he walked in, and like everybody's just looking at him like, oh shit. Like, yo, where's the sound? Where's the guy coming? I'm like,
when's your brother getting?
Is this an agent? Are we getting signed? The white guy came in.
But I think also like white people who grew up around a lot of black people or just hung out around
just
a lot of black
just one
people.
family.
Yeah, right.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. You got no excuse.
Ethan's out here, bro.
I got 4 white friends. That's enough. I mean, 4 black friends. That's enough. What was that? Who was that comedian that did that? I have 4 black friends. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm shutting the door. This ain't Harlem.
That's how I feel about white people now. I'm like tired of white people.
You heard, bro? Ethan's out here.
Yeah, I seen that. He's rapping. Yeah, he should have came out.
I know. I see him. He works over at Pints.
I see his brother all the time. Keenan.
Yeah,
Keenan all the time. Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. So
yeah. So music wise, I have all the links. I have one person's links. We'll write the rest of them down a little bit. But
I was just going to wait to the end of the show.
Yeah, that works. So. And you want to play or you want to do some? You want to rap?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can play some stuff.
I'm gonna say I pulled up a beat that I'll spit something if you want.
You go first.
I got an iPhone though. I gotta like send it to you or show you.
Oh,
I know.
Well, here.
Oh yeah,
it's just that. I got this one. If you want to just look it up on YouTube.
All right. Are you ready to go? I'll set hers up while you're doing yours.
Yeah, it's fine.
Your bogus ass iPhone.
Sorry.
Come on, Peaches, get it together.
I'm so sorry. With Team Apple over here.
You got a message. I
got a message from your man, and he said he missed me.
All right, I didn't know how to make it go away.
That's all right. If it's anything raunchy, you're welcome.
It was muscles. Someone messaged you muscles, but they were white muscles, and then there was some black muscles in there.
I think that was supposed to be me and my boyfriend's muscles. Probably.
Oh, okay. Which one? We got 2 different searches.
It's that first one, or the one the Mike.
The 144.
The one that's not the sponsored one on yours, right? The second one.
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah.
All right. We've never done this, so we're gonna wing it real quick.
Oh snap! Schnitzel.
Let's see how this works out. We're testing stuff.
Oh, am I
today.
going first? Okay.
Yep. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure? All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut all of this off.
Ooh. Hey. Peach. I ain't trying to talk about it no more. And while you standing there, take your clothes off. And you still ain't give me what I asked for. If you couldn't handle me, you should have said so. But you said that you gon' give me what I want. And I get you trying to give me, but you didn't at the front. And I'd rather you be honest, I'd rather you be blunt. And I know that look fun, but you just gon' look dumb. And you should know that gotta walk a little before you gotta run. Tongue in my butt, let me know what's up. Got a list of things for you to do before you bust a nut. Tryna feel it in my guts, can you fill me up? And the hardest part is choosing from the back or from the front. What? You knew I was like this, you knew I would write this. I'm I'm raising my prices and giving out slices. I know all my vices. You girls is in crisis. Quit being spineless. The shit isn't mindless. Just cause I'm talking about sex. And I can take your man and you know that ain't a flex. Real bitch shit. You don't want me on your neck. You should all listen up. Cause I'm keeping y'all in check. Check, check, 1, 2. This news ain't new. Don't lose your mind, boo. Just to keep it due. Stay focused on you. Keep doing what you're doing. If he ain't acting right, let him know you got a cue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe more names on your roster. Do we hit it right? Is he hitting it proper? Do she do it like I do with the spit and the slobber? The peach is real crazy, but you know you won't stop her, bitch.
Yo, all right, so
Yo,
so when she first came in and she said her name was Peaches, and I was like, oh, like the Peaches, suck it. And then she hit me with a suck it I was like,
yeah,
her rap better be exactly like the song Peaches, and she did not
That's
disappoint.
why I was like, I had to like dig in. I wanted to dig into the archives to make sure that I had one that was like, you know,
I liked it.
Raunchy
I liked
enough.
it a lot. Yeah, it was fun.
Not disappointed.
I like when people aren't afraid to like do. Oh, we're not giving back to you.
Giving Black. Some Black Friday.
Coming to theaters.
right.
Star Wars was trash, bro. Just want to throw that out there.
Oh, you don't like Star Wars?
Right, you disappointed me.
Whenever you're ready, man, just let me know.
Say less.
I'll mute us. I'll shut all us out. That was good though. I liked it.
Oh, thanks.
I like it.
You just,
He hit me once. I wasn't expecting or something. I was like, oh,
you should see on stage.
yeah.
Can't.
All right, I got
It's
one.
confidence, man. Yeah, it's confidence.
It's a big part of it.
You tell me.
Yeah.
You want me to play it?
Yep. Go ahead.
Say less.
Continuing coverage now of the weekend murder of a 17-year-old in Harrisburg. News 8 Harrisburg reporter Jim Sinkvitz live now.
Should be killing me. Huh? Every day I wake up, swear to God I'm on a mission. If we ain't talking money, how the fuck we talking business? Seen too many fold up under pressure, shit got vicious. Real niggas touch snitches, you can't even trust these bitches. Niggas looking like some snakes, tryna eat you like some steak. I remember days was on that corner moving weight. Tryna duck parolees, gotta watch out for these chicks. Cause they be quick to take your life, don't care about the stakes. Gotta stay awake, haters wanna see you bake. Only thing I wanna see is pops up in that pearly gates. Mama with no stress, hope believers see another day. Cause in my hood, body steady chopping on the daily bay. Damn, don't need no friends cause they all grimy as fuck. Same ones who claim they real, they gon' line your ass up. Think about it, I was down, man, who the fuck can I trust? Everybody acting selfish as fuck, like they dead broke. But yesterday, where they was flexing on the damn book. Take a look and watch it, you keep roaming in your circle. Jealousy, or have your own family try and murk you. Or have your best friends steady plotting, try and get you. Shit get crazy in the field, got me clutching that strap. I just lost my fucking job, so it's back to the trap. Cause my sonny gotta eat, so I just picked up a pack. But my PO steady riding my back, so move cautious. Cause if you don't, you gon' take about 4 losses. The crackers rather see me in cuffs than a free man walking. Damn. I said, niggas.
You got to go listen to the rest of that. You got to pay for it now.
That's hard.
Right.
Yeah,
That's hard.
That does not sound like it came from a 22-year-old young man.
You're
right
22?
there.
Yeah, I'm 22.
That's crazy, man.
Dope.
I like
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
You got a commercial voice.
Yeah, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
Commercial voice.
That whoever does your recordings, that sounds good.
This is Jay Hanna?
Nah, I went to Will Daniels.
Well, dance? Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds good, man.
He did good.
That's what it comes down to. Like I said, you can have great content, but if you have someone that has dog shit equipment,
Right.
so that was the first. Last time we were here, I didn't have the technology to put a
Love
beat
it.
on and let people do their thing. That was cool. That was
Snaps.
a lot of fun. All right. So yeah, you guys, we'll have everything in the links below, so you guys can go check out everything. Anything in closing you just want to talk about or put it out there?
Yeah, real quick.
Of course you do, you motherfucker. I was talking about them. You go last.
Man, I'm
Peaches,
saying
you go
this.
first. Ladies first.
I want to. She's a. I
I'm
want to
muting
say
you.
about.
You're done.
Bro, they
You're done.
bosses, bro. I gotta say, yo, these dudes, man, they dope. Like that was fire, yo.
I like it a lot.
God damn, bro, that was fire, bro. That shit, bro. Your voice is
That's
really
hard.
commercial,
Yeah,
like
thank
real
you, man.
shit,
Thank you.
like real shit.
That's
like,
why I was like, is that you?
no, I knew he could rap.
Yeah.
I always hear him when he's
Like I
doing
just, I just posted a freestyle.
Yeah,
That joint
he
got
does freestyles on-
like 400, 500 views. I just did it yesterday.
Yeah, they be doing. He be doing stuff like freestyling. I be catching your videos.
Yeah.
but I never listen to your actual tracks.
Right.
That's really like. I didn't,
that's
like,
really should.
Dope.
Right.
That mad freaking commercial voice, dog. Like, that's dope.
Even the structure of the song is really commercial, which I know a lot of people who like when they like speaking from my own experience, transferring from like doing freestyle videos and like bar for bar kind of stuff to then making a whole song and making a concept for a song. It's hard. Trust me, it's hard. So like to be able to do it and make it sound like it should be on the radio right away, that sounds great.
Now you were saying before, you said you acted first.
Yeah.
What are some of the things you did with that?
So that's why I moved to the UK to study acting. And yeah, I've performed at like Shakespeare's Globe and like places like that. And I've got my master's degree in performance design.
Nice.
So I got my master's degree at like the top art school in Europe, kind of a thing. So it's like I've got my credentials, but like but music has always been something that I did for fun. And like my partner's a producer, so it was kind of like I met him and he was like, you're doing this for real.
The music scene in Europe is crazy. You want to talk about support? Europe supports arts and music like you wouldn't believe.
They support American artists, but they don't really support themselves, which is kind of bad.
Yeah.
Like the older artists like Leela James, who nobody knows about in America, but she goes to Europe or anywhere on tours.
I miss Craig David.
Craig, I
like Craig David. I like Craig David.
Every 7 days we put on. Yeah. It's crazy because like you hear like a lot of actors and stuff like from different countries. Like, you hear Hugh Jackman or someone, and they have like the strong. Like, you talk and they're like strong British, but you hear them in movies, you're like, oh, they're you think they're American, yeah.
Or like Idris Elba, and he's like doing music now as well. He's a rapper.
He should be 007. I want him to be 007.
He's so fine. Let's just talk about it for once.
My girlfriend, she likes him too. She's really.
I'm not even into dudes. If I was a chick, I could see
you right. You don't got to be into dudes to know.
She definitely likes him. I'm like, cool. Yeah. I like Kerry Washington. So
yeah, Kerry Washington. I don't know her name, but I always had a thing for the chick from Love and Basketball.
Oh, me too. Me too. That's one of my favorite movies.
Not I.
And Maya?
No, the chick from
Maya?
Drumline. The chick from Drumline with the braids. Yeah, I liked her too.
Maya. My love is like, whoa. She got thick as shit. Have you seen Maya in a while?
No.
Yeah, she filled out. Good for her. She used to be skinny.
Living her best life.
Yeah.
Ashanti,
after she cut those sideburns off.
Ashanti's bad now.
When she first came out, she had fucking burns.
I didn't say this before. I love you, babe. But my girl, she just showed me a video of Ashanti, and I just sat there and turned my head like.
Your girl showed you the video?
Yeah, she was like, babe, look at Ashanti.
Is she dumb? Like,
that's
she was setting you up. She was setting you up. I was about to
say, I wouldn't trust that.
Yeah, like, Ashanti's doing that now? That's crazy. Her music.
What kind of video is it?
She's like playing soccer or something. She's like at a pool, but
I'll have to check that out later.
It's on Instagram. It's on Instagram.
Listen, we're together over 13 years. There's no shame. It happens.
Like Ashanti.
I think that dude's hot. Cool. Give me a break. I'll watch. I swear to God.
I said Ashanti. I was like, holy shit.
I'm old. I'm tired. My body weary. I can't do it like I used to. I'm a fucking new man. Do it. I love Bernie Mac. The whole joke makes so much more sense now that my body feels like I'm 85 years old.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I freaking love Ashanti now. I didn't care for her music when she was out.
I mean, she was good on feature. She was featured and everything.
Okay.
They're like, here's Ja Rule with Ashanti.
Exactly.
Every song.
I like the song that Ja Rule did with Jennifer Lopez. I like
I'm Real
Lab too. Yeah,
please.
J-Lo looks amazing.
You don't like
sing worth shit.
She don't have to. You see how she looks.
Yeah.
J-Lo wasn't even supposed
and
to
that was
be
just
a
and it
singer.
was just the perfect vibe together because he had that deep like Cookie Monster voice and she had like
Ja Rule now.
like sweet voice like
Ja Rule's getting punked out by 50 Cent every time he puts a show up.
Ja Rule messed up. He should have just stuck with what he was doing.
He's buying out seats.
50 Cent found that Ja Rule was playing a show somewhere and bought the first 4 rows so nobody would be up front. Just to be funny. And then I guess all Ja Rule's music went into like it's not owned by the same producer or same company, and then the company went bankrupt, so he bought the company for like no money. So he owns all the rights to Ja Rule's music. So anytime
that's why he ain't dropped nothing.
So anytime Ja Rule older music like that made money. So if a song he's like fuck 50 gets paid on it.
Oh shit.
That's real petty. That's just
right.
petty.
That's really
that's
petty.
Almost as bad as when Michael Jackson sat down with Paul McCartney and he's like, how do I make white people money? And Paul's like, here's how you do it. And he's like, you buy, like, he goes, I own jingles. Like, so Paul McCartney, like, take me out to the ball game, like, happy birthday. Like, they're jingles. And he owns the rights to those songs. So he gets paid when they're played. So Michael's like, that's a great idea. and the motherfucker went out and bought all the Beatles music.
Right.
All the Beatles.
Oh shit!
Did you see? Wait, did you see
No,
that
he
Kim
didn't.
Kardashian is buying bought her daughter like a bunch of like Michael Jackson's old clothes for Christmas?
Really?
Like
I
with
wouldn't
his
wanna
makeup
wear it.
on it still, like pieces that should be like in a museum probably, and she just bought them for her 6-year-old
I
daughter.
mean, you got Kardashian money.
For what,
shit.
though?
Take
Like-
a DNA test.
I don't-
for those
yeah.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, they
Find all those
messed a
boys.
lot of people's lives up.
Yeah.
Listen, the way
They
you
got
make me
some
feel,
history.
I'll jam to it all day long. But every time I hear him, I'm like, man, that's probably for like a little kid. He wrote that shit
Oh my God.
with the 12-year-old in mind.
I don't want to know
creepy as fuck.
anything. I don't want to know anything. No parts.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
not talking about the king of pop, dog.
He's dead.
He's
so.
the king. He's the king. He's the
Did
king.
you watch the
can't even-
documentary?
I did not.
Don't do it.
I won't.
Don't do
He's
it.
always the king.
Yo,
Why?
I'm just gonna tell you a little secret. This motherfucker had a secret like
No.
tripwire.
Stop.
So when people walk down the hallway, if he had
Light?
so if he had a boy in his room, and if somebody was coming down the hallway, it like ringed in his room like
That's not
swear,
true.
yo. They have it like you walked in the hallway and you go in the room, you hear bing bing, so like a sensor. So if like
Oh,
if
shit.
so if he was touching somebody, he knew to quick get it done because somebody was coming down the hallway.
I gotta prove that.
My.
Yo,
Yeah, they definitely have to.
He had PTSD from Joe Jackson beating the shit out of him his entire life.
Nah, I know.
Yeah, but
I know-
also PTSD, like that affects your mental health. So like he could maybe feel like he was that kid his whole life. So
I could have felt like I
'Cause he
need a
was a
censor when
big-ass child,
motherfuckers
like,
walk up to my room.
How many people got
Thought it was
zoos
Peter Pan.
and fucking pet zoos and an
Look, bro.
amusement
Look,
park
bro.
in their backyard?
Bro.
Who's
How
obsessed
many,
with
how
Peter
many
Pan?
rappers
Never
are now
growing up?
wearing dresses?
who
Oh,
that has
hell
nothing to do
no,
with
yeah.
it. What if they, who cares if they're addressed?
Oh, Young
They're not
They
like-
got money. They could do it. It's
Young Thug
accepted.
did. Young
People
Thug
accept
does.
it. Like,
But
oh, it's okay
but
to wear a dress. It started.
Yeah.
You literally just compared someone wearing a dress to
I'm
someone
proving. Here's what I'm saying.
diddling
Here's what I'm
kids.
saying. Listen. That's not.
Apples and
That still
oranges.
has to be proven, bro. That still has to be proven.
Yeah, they-
you're talking yourself into a
Has to be
hole.
proven.
But
Nah, I
It's
do
just,
know- I
it's
do
just
know it
crazy.
was weird,
It's just
like-
ironic. You know what's ironic? That all these. I'm about to say something that's gonna get me in
ahead.
trouble, bro. All these
Get 'em, R. Kelly.
victimized people always looking for some funding or some money. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how much money they put a price on.
I don't believe
it's
that
crazy.
R. Kelly too. Like I feel
You don't
like
believe
that
R.
was-
Kelly?
No, R. Kelly's
I feel like
different.
nah,
case.
but I feel like I feel like a lot of them females was just for money. It was for money
Nah,
clout.
they were
yeah,
legit.
mute it.
They legit. Nah, he legit was wilding. But Michael, like the thing about him, he was about to. Who was it? Bill Cosby is another one. He was about to buy Fox, and then all of a sudden they started putting roofie things out on him and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah,
They did him dirty.
Listen, but here's
Or
the
not,
thing:
yeah.
people knew about him doing that for years, and no one said nothing.
Come on, until he gets. Then the kid comes out.
Years.
The kid comes out.
Yo, Dave Chappelle did a joke on that 10 years ago.
What?
It was common knowledge and celebrity knowledge that Bill Cosby was doing that.
Oh, roofing girls.
Yes, there was common. It was one of the, like. Listen, the Harvey Weinstein. That was something that people. It was common knowledge that
They
people knew
pulled
that
up
was
something
the thing.
from 30 years ago, 36 years ago,
Yeah.
bro. That's freaking insane. So you
Yeah.
waited 36 years to.
He did it to over 62 people.
Jeez, I don't.
Yeah,
believe-
it's
that's
crazy.
not- I don't believe this fact, bro. I don't believe this fact. I don't even
it's-
think the drug was even around at that time to get off and do something with
You don't
his.
think Ruby's around that long?
No, but his celebrity, you wouldn't just be able to walk up and roofie
Yo,
somebody.
people. Yeah, he. Listen,
I don't think he would be able.
Here's
to.
the fucked up part about it. I think he's a monster. If he did, right?
I don't think he did.
Just as much as I think Harvey Weinstein's a monster.
He's
what I
worse.
think what I think it's fucked up is that Harvey Weinstein is out free walking around
Chilling.
and Bill Cosby's in jail.
In jail.
That's fucked up.
That's horrible.
That they both were complete monster
The
pigs.
same-
and-
I don't look. I'm not gonna say Bill Cosby did it because I don't know. I wasn't there when he was doing it.
I'm pretty
if
sure
he
he did
was.
it.
I'm just saying this. R. Kelly, we know for a fact did that shit.
Yeah.
They can't prove Michael Jackson. They're trying to
R.
claim
Kelly's
this
like,
shit.
yo, girl, you're gonna live in this room and
But
go shit in that
Michael
bucket.
was another one who spoke out
yeah.
against the industry heavily, and that's what people don't realize. He spoke out against the industry mad hard, and anyone that has spoken out against the industry, exhibit where they at now, bro.
Nah, yeah,
But
like-
here's the thing
yeah.
too.
Exhibit
a lot of
called
people.
out
A lot
P.
of
Diddy for being gay, and where's he at now?
Ooh,
who cares? If
I
he's
didn't
gay?
know that.
Who cares if he's
Nobody
gay?
has heard anything about Exhibit since
He
then.
stopped pimping rides.
I mean, he got
his own fault.
destroyed. He got destroyed, bro.
That's his own fault for
No
stop pimping
movies.
rides.
He got blackballed quick.
I mean, name a movie Exhibit was in that you liked. Don't act like he was amazing and then all of a sudden he got censored.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad.
Well, name one movie he was in.
I
Thank you.
couldn't name one.
Thank you.
But I'm gonna say this: I knew his face when Exhibit. Yo, dog, where we going?
Yeah,
Nah,
you knew
he was on, he was
Pimp My Ride.
on NFL streets. A lot of people don't know that he was on the video game.
Yeah, he was.
He was,
He was on
yeah.
the video game. He was a commentator.
Yup.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh man, that's crazy.
That's music talk right
That's
there.
dope.
We just took it. We were down a rabbit
Anyway,
hole.
yeah, no, that rabbit hole. I jumped down that rabbit hole because I'm gonna defend the king of pop. Michael Jackson is the
Listen,
man.
he made amazing music.
He made amazing music.
Would you let your kids sleep over?
Would I let my kids sleep not with me, not there?
Why not?
I blame the
It's king of
parents for
pop.
doing that.
He'll be fine.
I blame the parents for doing that.
But he didn't do it.
I don't know that. I don't know him. I'm not
But
personally.
he didn't
friends
do
with
it. Don't worry about it.
him. No. Look at the stupidity.
Wait, why you?
Why would you in the first place let
You're
her
spinning a different web, Craig.
Because he's giving them money. That's why.
That's crazy.
You're spinning a web, Craig.
There's a price for their kids.
Yeah,
These
I'm
people.
that's what I'm
Same
thinking.
with
That's what
the
I'm
people
thinking,
that.
right?
Same with the.
You just said in one defense that you don't think he did it.
I don't.
All right, well then why would it be a problem?
But
if
why
your kid
would
slept over?
any respecting person let their kids stay at a
Sit
grown
at
man's
grown
house?
man's house.
For
That's
what?
Not happening.
But you're
For
safe.
what?
But you're
You
safe.
are safe.
Just 'cause it's
You're
Michael
not-
Jackson?
I'm staying
No.
there too.
No, you're not allowed.
I want to go to Neverland. Goddammit! Like,
Nobody's going to
We all
Neverland.
going.
You'll defend Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
but you won't let your kids sleep there alone.
No.
Why not?
That doesn't make any sense. I'm a parent. I'm not letting no man sleep with my kid alone, especially not in
Not
his
no
room.
grown.
Why would he sleep
grown
with-
up? Like, what the hell?
But that didn't happen.
I'm the only one that does
It
that.
didn't, but I'm just saying that's.
What if he wrote your check?
You see this concept is bullshit?
But no, the real question is how much money would he have to give you for you to say yes?
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's the real
You couldn't
question.
Tell me, let my child sleep in your house and I have to go home.
But there's
you got
people-
me
but there's
tired.
people
Bring my
like
kid.
that,
Let's
though.
go. But I'm just saying, how many?
He hands you a briefcase, $100 million.
I'm not taking it. That's my kids, bro. I will kill.
I don't have kids, so-
Whatever. Take him.
I'm not taking
Take
that.
the
No,
kid.
sorry.
No,
See you,
bro.
Tim.
I'm
Me-
going in, bro.
See you,
Someone's
Tim.
not going to be surviving.
See you, Macaulay. See you,
Right.
see you in the morning.
Right.
But Macaulay Culkin can even say he wasn't like that.
Because he was too rich. Macaulay didn't need the money. You couldn't buy Macaulay Culkin's parents. He made Home Alone 1 and 2. Good. He was from fucking Uncle Buck. He didn't need that money.
Oh yeah, and he was in The Good Son.
Yeah, he was in The Good Son.
Oh, that was a.
He'll throw a kid off a roof. He don't give a shit. Macaulay, you can't buy rich people. You can buy poor people. You can
just
get
feel like-
you can get Tim down the street whose parents are probably high on oxycodone. And you throw him a couple $100,000.
But I don't think that happened. I don't think Michael was even smart. I don't think Michael was even smart enough to do that. I don't feel like Michael was like on that type time. He had too much.
No,
shit
he
going
would
on.
just say, "I want a
man
little
had two
boy.
kids.
Get me a little
He had
boy
two
right
kids.
now."
He had
Right.
2 kids of his own though.
Yeah, he adopted them though,
He had
didn't
2
he?
kids. No, he
Yeah,
had
because
them kids.
pedophiles
Or he
never have kids.
adopted some kids though, didn't he?
Oh no,
Yeah, pedophiles never have children.
Oh my god,
Did you ever watch Dateline NBC?
I'm not.
this is
going-
taking a turn. This is
horrible,
taking
bro.
such a
This is
turn.
horrible, bro. Oh, with Chris Manson.
Yeah. He's like,
Hi. So
he's like, you're here to see a 13-year-old girl.
He's like-
Do you have any kids? And he's like, yeah, I have a 12-year-old daughter. You're here to meet a 12-year-old. What do you feel about that?
Look,
I'm not here to meet a 12-year-old.
you know when he
and
does
he
this
goes,
shit?
I have all the transcripts.
you know when he does this, it's a wrap. You getting booked, my boy. He's like, can I leave now? Yeah, you're free to
He's
go.
like, you're free to go.
You're free
He's
to
like,
go.
but a cop's going to get me? And he goes, you're free to go. He's like, I like when they come in. He's like, do you want some cookies on the table? There's always cookies or brownies. If you listen, if
He's
you're
so old head.
listen, I'm not a pedophile, but
not
if anyone is
He
watching,
tried
and
to book, yo.
and you are a
He tried
pedophile,
to get out.
hold on.
That's a
if
setup
you are
right
watching
there.
and you are a pedophile and you walk in and there's baked goods already, that 13-year-old didn't make them. You're on NBC.
Yo, and she's a 30-year-old. And
Just
she's
smile.
a 30-year-old on top of that.
You just smile.
Yo.
You're about to meet somebody.
But nah, that's crazy. I saw
I
the
like when they go to hug them and she goes,
Oh man.
Now when the old head pulled
Can't
up,
deal with that.
he pulled up and he peeped game. He peeped game on the joint. He tried to pull up.
he's like, that house is too nice. Fuck that.
Now the girl had the basket. He was like, "Hey, why don't you come out here and talk to me?"
Yeah.
She was like, "Nah." He was like,
It's like,
"Come on."
you ain't getting me, Chris Hansen.
He said, he peeled off.
Nah, they made a thing about him. It was like they called him Chris Handsome.
But Chris Hansen got in trouble himself.
No, that was a fake video.
That was
yeah.
he got in trouble, bro.
That was a fake video.
He got caught with another woman, when he was cheating on his wife.
That's not trouble.
At least it's not. A
That's
kid.
being rich.
Fuck Chris Hansen, though. He's an asshole. He's funny though. He's like, once you see this,
No, once you see
it.
the brownies, it's over.
those games. The one boy was like, that face they give when they see him.
Yo, they used to do them. You ever watch the old ones?
Oh, that
The
face.
old ones are the best
They used to do
ones.
them dirty. They'd be like, come in the garage and be naked. And the guy would be in the kitchen, ass naked. And Chris Hansen would be like, hey. And the guy would be like,
Oh shit.
Like, look at you. Look at you.
Yeah, that shit's
look at you
crazy.
naked on live TV. And they bring all the cameras. Nice dick. And the guy's like, I didn't know. I thought he was 18.
Yo,
Like, come on,
Bastard.
now,
We have the
yeah,
transcripts. And he starts tapping the
yeah,
papers.
yeah,
Like,
the paper tap.
and then what they would do is they make them get naked in the garage and bring a bag in, and they're like, "So, how old's the person?" They're like, 18. They clearly said 13. And he's like, no, they didn't. Well, what do you have in the bag? Did you bring fucking Lipton peach iced tea, 14 Swedish red fish, green M&Ms, and a condoms? Yeah. Oh, great. So you paid attention to all those details, but you forgot they were 14.
Yo, they're bastards, bro.
They were savages.
I feel like, man, that shit was crazy. Chris, that was kind of entrapment.
Oh my God,
for pedophiles.
It's not. Listen,
it's entrapment for pedophiles. They were getting banged over at the same house. They were hitting them one at the time.
That's true.
It's like my house in the fucking back in the day.
Yeah,
each door was being used.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
One girl. Yo.
Oh Jesus!
These motherfuckers. They would sit in their house. So we used to live across the street from each other.
Cock block.
And back in the day when I was skinny and playing basketball and I was doing well with the ladies, these motherfuckers would sit in the fucking window and be like, yo, one girl just left.
Oh my God.
Like, shut the fuck up. They'd be in the window, yo, Mom, we're telling you. I'd come to church and his mom would be like, Tony, how many girls came over this week? And I'd be like, I know you're talking about, Mom. Craig and Greg told me. Fucking snitches. That's why I like Tekashi 6ix9ine.
No, I didn't say. I said before he got arrested, the man was fired. He has a billion.
He's been telling on me since he's 11.
Spins on Spotify. Not only that, we're talking about Apple Music and all that stuff. iTunes.
We're just going back to the fact
we're going
back to the fact that you've been a snitch your whole life.
Nope, never been a snitch, bro.
Nope.
Nope.
My Tony Blackwell had 14 girls over this week.
Nope. Stop working girls in your house, bro. It's not my fault.
Listen, I do what I do.
It's like when they slip out in the night. You could look. The town is only a mile long. You could hear their bikes going.
Oh my God!
It wasn't bikes. They walked.
No, y'all had bikes in the middle of the street.
I didn't ride a bike.
Y'all had bikes going down the middle of the street. I saw it, bro. I was in the window looking, and I saw all y'all.
I never rode. I had a bike for like 3 minutes. We rode to the Shenandoah one time. I never rode it ever again.
That was wildin'. It was at night. It was at nighttime. And I just heard it. And Tony's big ass.
We were too big for bicycles.
No, y'all weren't, bro. Y'all had bikes, bro.
For like 1 week.
Bro, y'all was going everywhere on bikes, bro. I saw y'all, bro.
No, we weren't.
This man, bro. Y'all had
he
bikes,
can count
bro.
every girl that came to my house, but he remembers the 1 week. Bro, he remembers 1 week we drove bikes.
Fucking bikes going down the middle. I could call Justin right now and verify.
Call him.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Put him in. We'll patch him right into the show.
I bet.
Anyway.
Tony's a bitch.
No, you don't do that. Fuck that guy. That's why I don't talk to his punk ass.
No. Kidding, bro.
Yeah, that was on camera. Yeah, Johnny gives me the face. Yeah, so music. So you said you're having some. You're still live?
Yeah.
God damn, they can't even hear the audio.
Oh yeah, I know. It's cool.
I mean, they can hear us talking.
Let me borrow your boomerang phone real quick. Look at that thing.
Oh my God.
I dropped that.
Dang, bro.
Hi, everyone on his Facebook. I'm the guy doing the show. And I'm going to wave to you, too. I'm going to wave to you. If you want to check this out, not live, but eventually down the road. Oh, I got to wave to one more person. Adrian Ortiz.
Oh, yeah.
You know that? Who's that?
Yeah, that's my man's, yeah.
What's up, Adrian? Oh, Abby Bryan's watching. Isaiah Harris. Yo, so on Facebook, don't leave right yet, but when you do leave, go check out Interviews with Everyday People. That's this right here. And you can come check me out. You can go on YouTube or Spotify and hit IwEP Network and come listen to all the shows. And you can see this dude. He's on my show. He's on the show.
What'd you just do with the mic?
This? I tipped it.
Interviews with Everyday People. You did something with the mic, like you had something on there.
No, I didn't have anything on there.
That's what you just did, though.
He's
I thought there was
crazy.
like interviews.
Ignore this dude. Ignore this dude. And here's Peaches. What's up, Peaches?
Hey, what's good?
She did a whole verse about licking butt. It's awesome. You'll love it. I liked it a lot. She killed it. All right, see you later.
She kind of reminded me of Iggy Azalea.
Don't say that ever
No,
again in your life.
No, like
Just because I'm white does not mean that I'm like Iggy.
It's the way you sounded. Like the way you sounded, you really kind of did.
Stop typecasting us.
On stage, she rocked that shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
Thank
yeah.
It did remind. I did get Cardi. I did get Nicki
and a
that.
little bit of
I
Cardi.
get Cardi and
about
Nicki.
Cardi. Yeah.
I get the attitude of Eve.
Yeah.
I got Peaches.
But I get a little Kesha.
Yeah, I forgot
which is not a
about
bad
her.
thing. So I didn't like Kesha for a long time. I was like, fuck that.
I like her as a person.
Little fucking whiny voice, right? I was like, so she's like, we're gonna go see Kesha in concert, and I was like,
Loved it.
don't want to do that. And she's like, it's also Macklemore, and I was like, I like Macklemore, I'll go do that.
Right.
We get there, Kesha opens the show. She's a fucking beast.
Look
Amazing. Yo,
you're gonna go see what's the name now?
who?
What's her name? Not Katy Perry. Taylor Swift now?
No, I don't.
Shut up.
I never liked Taylor Swift.
He's gonna go to Taylor Swift concert. She's fucking great, y'all.
No, but here's the thing. Kesha legit has a good voice.
Yeah.
Like the shit the distortions and the stuff they put on her shit to make her radio, garbage. But you listen to this TikTok song and then you listen to TikTok live with her band and there's a legit drummer and guitarist.
Yeah.
It sounds fucking awesome. I don't know why more pop music doesn't include more live music in their recordings.
It's club
And it's
bangers.
easier to
They're
turn
club
out whenever
bangers,
you
dog.
have the-
You
I
could
know,
take
it
that
sucks.
song that fucking in the club. You
Yeah.
can take that in the
Yeah,
club
but that joint
and
was,
bang that shit,
popping
dog.
on
You
the
could
radio.
bang
That
that
joint
shit
was on
in the
every
club,
radio
Yeah.
station.
because
And
you
then
could
she
mix it
also-
with that. It's dynamite.
Yeah, she also plays guitar. She's a good guitarist.
That's cool.
She plays guitar. It was really good. And then Macklemore is a beast live. He's a beast
I
live.
never really cared for Macklemore, except when he came out for that song, that one song, the only song anyone knows him for.
Pop some, was it
Thrift
Pop
shop?
Tag? Or
Thrift
Thrift
shop.
Shop, yeah.
Yeah, but
But
That's the only
the
song people
horns
can-
in that track, for
That
me
song was
alone, is
amazing.
hard.
Can't
It was
hold
amazing.
us.
No one knows
When that
Macklemore
shit comes on,
but
you are
you.
vibing no matter
Can't-
who the fuck you are.
No
Can't
one-
hold
Right.
us. Can't
No
hold
one
us. is a
listens
good
to
song.
music but you.
Can't hold us.
I'm
is a
100%
it's
sure
dope
you're the
song.
only person that listens.
Can we go back?
No.
This is the moment.
Nah, I hated that song.
I
They
hate
played
it.
that all on
They
the
really-
radio.
I don't
Yeah,
listen to the
it's
radio,
too
so
much.
it didn't get overplayed for me.
Overplayed. So to me, it was
Glorious.
Glorious was on.
Glorious was okay. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't even know that
best
song.
was Thrift Shop.
My drug dealer was a doctor.
God, no,
What?
don't
That didn't
know
get played on the
what that is.
radio, but that was a good song.
I believe that his best song was Thrift Shop.
Yeah.
That's his
I'm
first song.
300% sure.
And then
that
he
was
had
his best song.
one of my
And
favorite
then he
songs.
tried to do the LGBTQT thing, whatever.
That was a
that
great
shit
song too.
Nah,
He tried to be slick.
The girl who was singing on that was a lot better than
when you want
I
to
thought.
get plays.
What about the dude who sounded like fake Freddie Mercury and the other song he just did? The Moped song.
Oh, no. I
That
didn't
dude,
listen.
he came out live and did that. Monster. Awesome voice.
Bro,
Wow.
the best artist right now, hands down, is definitely not Macklemore. Not even close.
Hey, he
Nah,
beat,
you know who I-
he
who I
beat
like
Kendrick
right
for
now?
best album of the year.
Get the hell out of here.
He did.
But
First year.
J. Cole did what?
I like Kendrick and J. Cole.
J. Cole did platinums, 5 platinums, and didn't get any credit. Nobody said shit about it.
He wouldn't though. He
Because
will never.
He talks about too much real shit.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. Yo.
Yeah.
You know my favorite song by him is when he fucking called Kanye out. False
Kanye?
Prophets. That was a good song.
He called out Kanye?
Yeah, False Prophets.
For real? That was him calling out Kanye?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that. That's a dope song.
Just pretty much saying like you were my fucking hero and you're crazy now.
I didn't know that shit.
I still like Kanye. I just think I hope he gets better, but he had a lot of people around him that was
He's
feeding
in
him
the church,
nonsense.
bro.
That's
Yeah,
what
he
happens
found
when you
God.
mess with Kardashians.
Yo, did you see the post I made about that when he did the airplane karaoke with James Corden, and James Corden's on a plane with he's the only white dude, and it's like a whole black church
Yeah, I
choir.
did- I think I did
and
see
I was like, when me being in church, and I just like, and James Corden's like, and I was like,
But yo, it's crazy, man. Like,
some of the best musicians and singers I've ever heard in my life came out of churches.
yo,
But I
Yeah.
think also like, and this is my own like personal thing. It's like what you were saying earlier. People use things to just make money. I think very much Kanye is using.
What are you doing?
Yeah, relax.
That's making noises.
I think.
fix it.
I think.
I'm sorry.
I think Kanye
Stop
is definitely
stroking it.
using like the sheer support of like Christians and that sort of thing.
I don't.
To
No, I think
I
he's
don't.
genuine.
I think Kanye, just from someone who has fought for acceptance his entire life, never felt like he fit in, never felt like he was good enough, but works his ass off. I think Kanye had a lot of yes men around him,
He was.
but he still was always very true to his faith.
right.
And now I think he has people that are probably still yes men, but at least they're making him. Like, I'm not religious. I don't have a spirituality. I don't have like a God I worship. But I just treat people like if my values in life are very Christian, but I'm
Right.
not a Christian.
Right.
If that makes sense. I treat people how I want to be treated. I don't go out of my way to harm people.
Of course.
But I think where he's at now is probably good for him.
Oh, I'm not saying that, but I think the way that he's displaying it with like this big, huge black choir going to all these white spaces and like all that sort of stuff, it's like it's giving these white people what they want to see from black people. I think, and it's like it's doing
Maybe.
a sort of like tap
ever-
dance kind of a thing.
Did you ever
for
go to
them.
white church? It's horrible.
Oh yeah, trust me.
It's fucking terrible.
Trust me.
To real black church, it's fucking awesome.
So fun, of
I'll
course.
tell you like this, yo.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, not to cut you off,
Yeah.
but like I completely agree with what he's doing. I think he probably needs God a lot,
Yeah.
or spirituality, or
'Cause
whatever
he
it is.
has a lot of mental health issues.
Hell yeah, don't we all?
Yeah.
But like I think spirituality and finding something to connect to is super important. But like the sort of all the other things that comes with it, because he is with the Kardashians and he is like this person who's famous and has this skewed vision of himself.
How much he's with them though, he doesn't really ride on that though.
He did some shit that I just.
I
don't
think behind the
understand.
scenes, that's where all
You
that's
can't make a song like I want a quick fuck. I like
Right.
That's my favorite.
And magically,
It's such a good track.
I found God. I found God. Oh, I found God.
DMX
Yo, I'ma
literally
tell you
does
who
it
da-
every 2 years.
Yo, you know what's the crazy? He does. But this is the crazy.
Whatever happened?
kill you.
Where
And he's
is
like,
DMX?
That's the
give
new
me a
script now.
sign.
But like that's the script now to like a lot of artists.
Right.
When they fail
That's
in
the
the
script.
R&B,
That's
they
the
go into
script.
gospel.
Hold on.
music.
Right,
Wait.
you just use God for your own
Time out.
benefit.
That's the script of humanity. When you
Yes.
when you get too deep into drugs and alcohol and partying and women and you're like, I don't know how to do my life. And
I
you're
need to
like-
go to church.
All of a sudden you find God and then you're
Yeah.
the greatest human and then you start judging everybody.
Yeah.
That's
Mm-hmm.
9
But
times out of 10 what
Kanye,
happens.
he's not judging. He's just Kanye. Just
He's not.
I feel
Yet.
like he definitely his ticket prices are kind of high. What, $50 to go into the James Austin hopped right on that.
Yep.
He was
Hell
all
yeah.
over that.
You know what they
Good
say?
guy.
You want to make money? Get in the church game.
Yep.
He said, "Hey, I'm on that one." He said, "Kanye, come on over, brother."
And that for me is why it doesn't seem as genuine. I'm not going to say that he's not religious and not spiritual. It doesn't mean the things that he means. But if he actually wanted to help people the way that he wants to be helped, then it would be.
Because how it was told to me was his services were like open to public. That's how it was brought.
They probably
to me.
were at first, and then they got
now
too
he's
busy.
Charging.
They were open to public, but they were out in like some fields out in the middle of California, nowhere where nobody knows about
That's
it.
some cult shit.
Hell yeah! What?
You're gonna see
all
people-
wearing the same clothes that are his clothes.
Yeezys. You're gonna see people drinking Kool-Aid. There'll be thousands of bottles everywhere.
Kanye Kool-Aid.
People will line up for it.
I was a Kanye fan. Remember, I was a big Kanye fan.
I still like
bro.
Kanye. I like his
loved
music.
Graduation was my favorite album.
I didn't listen to his newest album. Though.
I loved all
I'm
of his
not
stuff.
gonna lie.
I really liked his
His
stuff.
first two albums are probably
Amazing.
probably my
Through the Wire
top,
was amazing.
top 2 favorite hip hop albums of all time.
Yeah, but I'm saying like but people like J. Cole who don't get coverage, it's bullshit. Like
Yeah.
he dropped 5 platinum albums.
J.
and
Cole is
got
nice
no
too, yeah.
no respect, zero respect. He doesn't get any spins.
You know why?
nothing.
Because he's cool with Jay-Z, but he didn't join the crew.
He didn't
He
drop
got to get in that devil crew. He got to get in that Illuminati.
But yo, I just
He got to
wanna
fix
say,
his
look,
crooked
look,
smile.
I just want to tell
Yeah,
look,
right.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Look, as any artist, man, for you guys that are rapping and looking to get in the industry and shit, check out.
Sell
this
your
thing.
souls.
Go on YouTube and watch this thing called Rules to the Game. Like that is some like real shit. Like it's a lot of like industry people talking about stuff they went through and things like
Listen,
that.
if you want
It's,
to
like,
make
legit.
if you want to make money,
What is it called?
It's called Real to the Game.
if you want to make
true.
money, anything
Yeah.
you got to play a game, and that's
Check it
all
out
there
on
is to
YouTube.
it. But if you want to do it because you legit have a message, you want to be a good person, then just do it for you and have fun.
Right.
That's what it comes. Like when I first did this, I started as a hobby, and then I used to get in trouble. Like, stop calling it a hobby. It's more than that. You're doing really cool shit.
Yeah.
And then I had a lot of people gas me up, like, you can make money. Like people pay for interviews, and I'm like, yeah, they do. That's just not my thing.
Right.
That's not my thing. And I've been growing because what I do is I'm like, hey, I have this thing going on. And then say just number wise, you have 300 people who follow you and love your craft.
Yeah.
Now you're on my show. My 300 people fee your 300 people, and then we swap.
Right.
And then we both grow together.
Exactly.
And then his 200 people add on, and then his 13 people add
Not
on.
a lot of people think that way, though,
I only
and
gave him
not
13.
a lot of people want to even work that way.
Yeah.
Like that's the way that I work as well. Like with doing like video production and doing anything like behind the scenes, because I songwrite as well. So it's like for me, it's like if I can find people around me that I can work with all the time and we can make good things together.
100%.
Why on earth would why would I tell you to give me money?
Yeah.
Like
I'm about to say, yeah, that's one thing that irritates me. Like, especially in the city right now, like a lot of people, like they get a little bit of clout on their little videos, but they're still doing the same. They're still just trying to make it just like you. They ain't
Yeah.
make it
Like-
yet.
like, listen,
and they trying to charge me.
I'm not a
and I'm
producer.
the same,
Exactly.
like,
I'm not
the
a
same boat as
producer.
you is.
I'm
Like,
not someone.
paying
I'm
for
not
you.
someone who can.
people charging for verses. What?
I'm gonna
You
tell
live
you
right down the
who
road
are
from
you?
me.
Here's
The
what I'm gonna
fuck?
tell you about charging about the verses. Here's why I agree with it and I don't agree with it. So, in a way, say if I have all the apples in Pennsylvania, right, and I'm the only one with the apples. You need the apples.
Are you talking about apples in Harrisburg? Because
just
no one
saying.
has apples in Harrisburg. They got seeds in their hands.
Congratulations.
I'm just being awesome. I mean, I'm being honest.
Here we go. If I have all the apple seeds in my hands,
But you don't.
Look, I'm just saying.
You may have the apple seeds, but she has the dirt and he has the water.
I get it, but look, here's what I'm saying. You just killed my point, bro. Like 100% killed my point, bro. Just destroyed the point. Just stabbed it while I was getting to it.
He said, "This is my show.
He didn't even let me get to it. I'm trying to get the analogy correct. He's just stabbing the point,
look
bro.
How smart I look.
It's over now. It's done.
You were gonna say some cool shit.
Yeah, that was it. It was in my head, and it's gone. It's just eluded. Good job, like way to stab the point.
You can tell we're family.
Right.
I taught my little brother a lot.
Yo, it's crazy though. It's really crazy how people like look at it. If I'm an artist and I'm putting hard work in and I got clout, and you come to me and you ask me for a feature because you see I got clout, because before I got clout, nobody look. I'll tell you like this show for instance. This show for instance, nobody even knew it. They didn't give a fuck about me. Point blank. Harrisburg didn't give shit about me. Hands down. I came out here, nobody even knew who I was. People didn't know that I came out here and I actually lived out here. I was going to see the East when I was 16. Nobody knew that shit. And nobody knew none of that shit. But I was out here. I was here.
At 16?
I was 16. I was in 10th grade out here at CD East. Or 15. Because I lived with the boys and then I ended up getting in the system by 17. We ended up going
16, 17, you were in Wilkes-Barre.
I was in kinship program, bro.
I don't remember.
We got into kinship with Justin. And we had to stay with Jay when my mom gave us up in court. And then we had to go from there to here. We stayed out in Harrisburg where Justin Kelly were. Right on Paxton, Lower Paxton.
Yeah. That was very, because I said for Justin and Kelly were in Monty City for a while too, because we lived with them.
Yeah, we stayed with them when they moved to Harrisburg. So I was living with them here, right in Lower Paxton. Oh, shit. And I went to Central Dauphin East for a couple months. And then we ended up moving back to Wilkes-Barre to go to high school out there, whatever. Long story short is, people don't understand, when you have clout, when you have stuff around you,
it doesn't really matter where we come from. Listen, if you're not from my area, but you come here and take pride in your community,
I'm
just saying. No, I think what you're trying to say is you don't have to be from a town your entire life to take pride in it.
That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is
that I don't know what you're trying to get at.
You keep
let him talk, man.
Jesus Christmas.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is that people will jack your clout. Like if you have clout, niggas want parts of it.
Yeah.
Like, and if you making music and you have clout on your hand, they're gonna come and eat. Like when I started the shows, people started dicking.
I hate all that.
What do you mean?
Clout. I don't know. So here's an example. Like my shit, right? I'm not shit, but people think I'm higher than I am. Maybe I'm farther in the game than others. Yeah. But then like someone like, especially with the wrestling pro, like let's do the wrestling one. Some kid's like, hey, I see you doing a podcast. I want to do that too. Mm-hmm. And he starts off with his phone. Mm-hmm. And I messaged the kid. I'm like, man, it sounds good. You know, you probably don't have the money yet to do this and this, but if you do take this, and this will work for you. Mm. Now, I could easily be the guy who, with the clout and that has, I'm higher than him, and then turn around and be like, I'm gonna fucking charge you for my experience because I've been there. Or I can be someone who's not looking for fucking money and be like, yo, let's grow together.
Exactly.
It's different though. It's a huge difference. Like if you're looking at something like
it just depends on what type of personality you are.
This isn't a hobby for me. I don't do these shows as a hobby. I don't do these shows for my health, my good health. It's not like a good health for me because
why do you do that?
Ain't nobody. I do these shows to better the area, to create a platform, a musical platform that all artists can perform on without being charged crazy, and be able to express their music in a dynamic way.
I'm behind all that.
And meet different crowds. But there's no way in hell I'm going to continue to do these shows and go broke every single freaking time doing these shows.
Well, it's one thing whenever
it's give and take. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you're trying to give back as well,
giving back. Yeah, no, 100%.
Because if you're trying to give back, then like people are just taking advantage at that point.
That's what I'm talking about. Like,
if you keep on giving back,
that's when you find artists.
That's when you bring business into it. You get what I'm saying? That's where the business comes into it.
Right.
If you want to continue to do this hot, fine. But when it comes to business and you're putting money up and you're trying to build a franchise and a business, you have to have a different stance on your stuff. Just like your music, that's you're a product at that point. I don't care what nobody says. When you become an artist, you are a fucking product at that point.
Right.
You have to sell your product regardless.
Right.
It's either going to sell or it's not.
Right.
That's why when I started these shows, it's a product. This show is beyond me. You feel me? All it is a platform for artists to perform on and build themselves up. Right. That's it. I can't offer them nothing else. I have no money to put in their pockets. They have nothing else to do. All I can do is help them promote themselves. That's it.
Yeah, right. I think what a lot of artists do is maybe more in this community than others is I think a lot of people, like before we're talking about politics, where people see big politics, and like right now we're in a society where people are either Republican or Democrat, and they vote straight Republican or straight Democrat.
Right.
And then you have a local politician who is probably in this area who's like, hey, I actually have really good ideas, and I'm a Democrat, but all the Republicans are like, fuck you. I don't even want to hear your point
Right.
because all I see is big politics and I watch
Yeah.
this big game.
Right.
And then you have these rappers and R&B people who are like, all we know is big, and it comes to rock stars too. But all we know is big scale stuff, and then it comes down to it, and they're like, well, we think we should get what big scale stuff do, and then it's like, no, that you have to grow to that.
Yeah, they don't know about the work that they had to put in.
The crazy thing is I've had many people try to start shows. People try to go up under me and do stuff, and it's nothing. I have no issue with that. I have no issue when people ask me questions and stuff.
Yeah.
I really don't mind sharing information, but the thing about it is it's not the same for everybody. You feel me? So how I got down this road is not going to be how you get down this road.
Right.
You may take the same path and you fail horribly.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Listen, you're gonna have people who all the time who are gonna turn around and say like, "Oh, you don't deserve what you get because I don't like what's going on because it doesn't involve me," and that you're gonna have that too. Like, not everyone's gonna like what you do.
Yeah.
But a big thing too is you can't feed into that either.
No.
Because how you were saying before, and then I'm just coming at you because I love you, my brother. But sometimes you like when people get under your skin, and then you jump on social media, and you're like, "Yo, fuck that!" Like you've already let them win.
Never. As long
Sometimes
as
you get. Sometimes you
Nah,
get.
I seen when all that the controversy about coming here for the HMAC, all that stuff was going on. People was talking.
You got
Think
upset.
about it, though.
You got a little
be
heated.
honest though. Be honest. Have y'all ever seen me post any negative stuff on Facebook about any? Never.
Usually
I only got
it's
on
just complaining about other people being negative.
I went on Facebook one time. And
Don't
I
even
got
need to do
online.
that. Don't even need to do that.
Here's why. Because it's a respect. You feel
I
me?
agree, but
It's a difference with me. It's a respect with
real
me.
people. You don't have to put that out there.
No, it's not about real.
I
or
understand
fake.
you're
It's
defending your
respect.
I understand
That's
you're
it.
defending yourself. Listen, when I did my music festival, I had a whole bunch of people telling me that I was a shady ass dude, that I was doing all this stuff, and I didn't, I didn't go out there, and I had a platform to do that.
Yeah.
I could have jumped on and been like, these people are scumbags, and
I don't have a platform. I don't have shit. I'm just saying,
you do have a platform.
It's a respect to me. Like with me, when it comes to me and what I've done out here and
people who like to dig the screws in,
Yeah.
you even doing that is giving them gratification.
And I think
what you're doing is good.
Yeah.
Don't even feed into that shit because
No,
because their fire is this big, right? So if you go online and you're just like, I don't like disrespectful people, but everyone else around me is amazing, right?
Yeah.
So you made a positive message, but your message this big was a little negative. You threw a little bit of oxygen on that fire, and you made that fire now this big.
Yeah.
And I think with a lot of people, especially like around here, like when it comes to people being like rude or shady or whatever it is, it's like it's always because they want to be doing what you're doing, and they know that they can't
the hate.
for whatever reason.
They don't want to put the work in to do it,
or they think they can't. They think that they could never see themselves up on stage or whatever it is that you do. Could never record themselves, see themselves on camera. They think, well, I don't like myself enough. I'm insecure enough that I can't do that, but you can. So there must be something wrong with you.
But
it's definitely not me. It's you that there's something wrong with.
But you can't think like that. It's always a work ethic. Nobody just blows up out of nowhere.
Listen,
there's always some type of work that you have to put in, and they don't know about that.
I have literally seen between just with my wrestling show, the Not Cool in High School show, the interview show, I have seen hundreds of podcasts pop up locally now.
Right.
Like everyone's like, I want to do a podcast.
It's
I want to
popping,
start a podcast.
and this year coming up is going to be even bigger for podcasts.
You know
for
what
sure.
I mean? And I think a lot of that comes down to because people see what I've been doing. And you know what? At the end of the day, please put that work in. You can do it. And I'll listen to your shit. 100% listen to it. And I'll give you positive feedback. And I'll tell you, like, hey, this is what I think, this is what you might be doing wrong, and this is what I did. Because listen, I did 160 episodes in 1 year. 140 of those are probably dog shit, but every single time I hit record, I learn something.
Hell yeah!
You know, when it comes to editing,
and that's 160 more episodes than you had before.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm just saying, as far as on my angle as a promoter out here, and as a person that's trying to push the culture, hard body in an area that I'm not from.
Yeah.
You feel me? The respect level was low at that time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you're not going to get respect.
Not only
especially you're promoting a style of music that is not cool to give positivity to one another.
Look. I have no problem. I have zero issue with it's the level of respect. I mean, as far as like this building, HMAC. What I love about this place is the fact that it allowed so much culture into it. You get what I'm saying? So much different and diversity.
You feel me?
Preaching the choir. There's not many venues out here that does this. You feel me? So for people to get on Facebook and disrespect this place in general, I felt disrespected.
When I first came here, and this is not a knock to the previous owner or anything like that. But when I first get here, what was one of the things that people were telling me when I got here?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're going to the gay bar. Oh, you're going to the gay, like because they allowed so much culture.
Yeah.
Right.
They immediately get labeled as being a gay bar or a gay culture.
But that again has a lot to do with the people here, specifically in Harrisburg. Like, I feel like here it's very, very close-minded. It's very narrow-minded. So if you're trying to do anything outside of the norm, which is be fucking miserable, then people are going to have something to say.
But, you know,
like,
another thing,
people thrive off of misery.
on some real talk, though, out here, I have received a lot of love, though. From different, on a positive note. I did definitely receive a lot of love.
I bet there are people that don't know you, though.
And, I mean, no, people that don't know me, a lot of people that come, people that do know me, they respect me out here. You know what I mean? They're cool. And it was never,
I wouldn't even dwell on that negative. Even if you get an ounce of it, it's like, fuck,
it's always going to be some type of negativity.
Yeah,
it's
it was
always
just a matter
that says something bad
of seeing people try to attempt something and try to, like, downgrade what you're doing. You know what I mean? To better themselves. So that's why I'm just explaining why I went on Facebook and said what I said.
Yeah.
It was literally just getting people to understand that, yo, I spend a lot of my money and a lot of my time.
They don't even know that.
Look, I'm not even putting it out. I'm just saying in general. I lose a lot of time with my kids. I have 2 kids that I have to take care of. I have a job that I have to take care of. I have 2 jobs, in fact, that I have to work at to bring money here. I have to pay on my show. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
because those people don't give a shit.
Yeah, so to me, when people don't take shit like this serious that we're bringing, that's why I said, you know what? I'm cool. I'm not even mad anymore.
Now, you know me as long as anyone in here.
Yeah.
How tight is me and my wife?
Oh, super tight.
How much do you think I see her right now in the last year and a half since I've been doing this podcast?
Unless she with you, I don't know.
I literally see her for 10 minutes a day.
Right.
That's crazy.
I walk in the door. I sit down on my kitchen table. She comes in, talks to me for 3 minutes, and then she goes up because she just goes to bed for work the next day. And I'm recording until 2, 3 in the morning, and then I'm staying up doing edits. Like, we have one day a week where we see each other. So you're preaching to the choir, but that's not something I put out there. Like, hey, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's not preaching. I'm just saying in general, like with
well, when you get frustrated and when you get fed up,
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
When you're putting on.
I love this kid, but he's a hothead.
No, it's not even high. It's
What's your
just
star sign?
Sometimes.
What's your star sign?
I don't know what this.
When's your birthday?
Oh, I'm a Sagittarius. But to me, it's like dog, like
it's because we got that low dick. That we got that half horse dick. Oh man, that's why they call me black. No, I'm playing.
The show, like
I'm a Sagittarius too. Hey, ladies, I'm married. Sorry. Next time.
But it's crazy.
Keep it right because your wife right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, she knows I'm an asshole.
And she got another bitch here. I'll back her up.
But we, the show is just it's progressed, and I thank God for all the
I just don't want you to fall in the trap because you're gonna have a lot of people who are gonna poke you. They're gonna poke you and they're gonna poke you and poke you. Don't even give them give them a fucking second of that.
I'm 27 at this point, bro.
You come from this. You literally, regardless of everything, personal shit aside, because you know that, but you come from one of the strongest upbringings I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And that's the truth, man. Like, at the end of the day, people talk about fucking coming up in a strong. Like, I came up, and it wasn't even my own bloodline, and I came up in a strong fucking. I'm here. I'm doing what I'm doing today because of this. I came up with the same upbringing you came up. Just do better, be a good person. And I didn't go to church, like we talked about earlier. I didn't go to church. I didn't do any of that. But your mom raised some fucking soldiers.
Yeah.
Like, she raises all of us to be soldiers.
Yeah.
Like, we may be separated, we may be close, whatever it may be, but what we have is a work ethic. One thing your mom would always even say is like, yo, you have 3 people hate you, fuck those 3, because the other 13 that you're doing something for, like, you're giving other people a platform, you're giving people an opportunity to work. You know what I mean? That's something that no one else would
care. Yeah,
exactly.
We love you, Craig. Fuck them people.
I give a shit. I'm just saying in general. It's like being in my seat. Sometimes people don't understand what it's like,
and they don't need to know.
No, here's why they need that. It's not about knowing. It's about understanding.
Because what's going to happen?
They will never though. That's the thing. You can talk until you're blue in the face or type until your fucking fingers bleed. Nobody will understand because they don't care past the end of their nose.
How many shows you put on so far?
15. But this is not including. This is just in Harrisburg.
Realistically, this is just from a podcast standpoint. You know what the average number of episodes of podcast lasts when they first start? 7. They say if you make it past 7, you have an opportunity of becoming something. So when someone says, "Oh, I'm starting a podcast because this asshole did it," I'm like, "Good, man. I wish you the best." And then when they like record and they're like, "Man, I gotta take time out of my life," and like everything we just talked about.
Fuck yeah.
So people are gonna be like, "Man, fuck Craig. I think I can do this better," and they're gonna give it a shot, and they're gonna start doing the work, and they're gonna be like, "You know what? This dude was busting his fucking ass."
Yeah.
So some of your haters, the ones who will come back are the ones who will actually give it a shot to do what you've been doing, and then the ones who just because people sit in their couch all day long and they're the biggest critics. You know, I hate this fucking movie. I hate this music. I hate this genre. But no one wanted to get up and do the work. Yeah. So and I don't hate those people. I don't even dislike those people. But I don't even give them the time of day because if you're not even willing to put a quarter of the work in, you do nothing for me.
Yeah, I just want them people. I just want people to understand this shit.
They do.
I'm looking at Harrisburg. I'm looking at everything right now. It's not a game. This shit is. If you're gonna get in this fucking rap game, if you're gonna get in this promotion game, any of that shit, bro, it's not a game.
The talent.
You're gonna lose a lot of money.
The talent in the areas alone are fucking extraordinary. And if people are willing to work with another, because listen, you can do it on your own, but it's gonna cost you money because you're gonna have to pay for those likes. You're gonna have to pay for those things.
Right.
But if we all make a network and we work together. Like I said, my fucking bullshit 30 people talk to her 25, 30 people, and then we just keep networking like this. It can happen. That's how it goes down.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not.
And then the people. Yeah. How many people did you invite here today?
Everybody. I put it on Facebook.
So we have 3 show up.
2-3 weeks.
That's 3 legit people who are about it. You know what I mean?
I'm not that.
I'll take those 3 over the 30 that talk all
I'm gonna
day.
say is this, bro. At the end of the day, when the ship sails, the ship is gone, bro. Because what they don't understand is that shit is about to drastically change.
Yeah.
Especially for me right now. Like I haven't even put out everything.
I seen the little stuff that you was supposed to talk about.
I'm literally like telling people, the ship is about to fucking sail, bro. And it's no joke. Like I'm gonna be on when I'm at a different level. When it's at a different level where it's no more I can talk to you face to face, where I'm not accessible.
When I do actually have to charge you to meet up with me, then
it's no conversation. And people don't understand. Like people talk shit. I had somebody say to me, "Oh, so you ain't gonna put me on the show? Oh, bet. Da da da. Oh, you'll see when I'm famous. Okay,
all right,
famous.
I wish you the best.
Good. I said good luck to you, bro.
I've had people say like about because I've asked about like the HMAC and all that stuff. I've had people tell me like, you don't want to fuck with because like they just play too much. They got a lot of bullshit. I'm like, I'm like, but I want to see out for myself. It might have been like
who don't got bullshit. That's what I want to know.
But now I've had people like I've had my friends that they be like, like he just plays too much. They just they do too much. They don't want to book nobody and all that stuff.
It's not that you can't. Here's the thing.
These are all people that are not doing.
You know what the crazy thing is? Look. I'm gonna tell you something straight up too. A lot of and I don't. This is no disregard to any artist. You got
Craig started.
There's no disregard to any artist out here. Literally,
conversation though.
Literally, there's no disregard to any artist out here. But bro, half the artists that hit my inbox with their fucking music is garbage, bro. On some straight up legit facts. Imagine putting on a show and someone gets up there and makes a total ass out of themselves.
Oh my god!
And then they're looking at you.
Yep.
Now that's look, what you put out is face value.
Right.
So people are looking at that and saying, "Yo, that's your show, bro. That's what you're doing every."
Right.
Nah, I'm not coming next month. You get what I'm saying?
I have a double-edged sword. I have a double-edged sword.
But here's the other thing. Then you got the artist that is garbage. Let's say the artist is not good at all, right? Now he has an opportunity to learn. You know what I'm saying? So I have to go on both angles and be in both. So when I have 600 artists in my inbox,
I know one artist, and I'm not going to say names, but I know an artist that we talked about.
Oh yeah.
Right? And he wasn't as crafted as he should be, right? And there may have been other factors there. But I was like, there's one thing that this person has that no one else did that I talked to that day, and that was heart and a work ethic.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And he's still going.
But my biggest thing was, here's the thing, and not even about that particular artist in general. When you do things that are like not... A lot of people don't understand progression. Yeah. There's a such thing as backwards progression. Right. You could progress in the wrong direction. 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
So if you're doing, you could be doing 100,000 things and still not progressing at all and going backwards.
Because some people, they put their spectrum out here. Yep. And they should put their spectrum here.
So to me, when I see stuff like that, or I'll follow artists, like if an artist hits me up, I'll go on their page, I'll look up everything they're doing. I'll study them, legitimate study them. Any artist I put on that stage, I started studying because at one point, I was just throwing anybody up there.
Yeah.
But then I started looking at what my man, he's from England. He literally, his name's Andre
3000.
I can't say his last name. It's like that. He DJs over at Sawyer's every weekend when it was open.
You know who I watch all the time? Remember last time I was here and that DJ came and sat down with me?
Which DJ?
I don't remember his name.
Andrew?
He was like a little shorter dude, and he was like, he DJs. I watch his videos all the time on YouTube. Oh, no. On Facebook, I mean.
But back to what I was saying with Andrew. He told me, he sent me a whole book. He sent me a book and said, bro, he was like, look, this is what you need to do, this, that, and other. And what he was saying was facts.
The Secret.
It was facts.
You should read The Secret.
No, I'm not reading The Secret. Black
you should read The Secret.
He was spitting facts.
It's a legit book.
And it's a legit fact that he was spitting facts. So to me, I'm looking at these artists like, yo, come with the business. Come with everything you need to have, because this year, 2020, we going hard for Artist Mashup. It's a wrap. You know what I mean? So,
all right. In closing, I'm gonna skip you now. What do you guys got going on?
Yeah. So, like I said, my EP comes out next month on Valentine's Day, which I'm really excited about that. And after that, it's just kind of hitting the ground running with shows. Trying to.
And you're originally from the Harrisburg area now?
Yep. I'm from Harrisburg. I'm from Steelton. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but I moved away. Yeah, I moved away when I was 19, and then came back literally in October.
Ran away, joined the circus, and now you're back.
Yes. But if you're trying to book me, hit me up.
Yeah.
The links are going to be below.
What do you got?
Well, currently I'm working on two new songs, and actually my last recent one I just did something with you probably know him, King Shook. I just did something with him with Shook. So
cool.
Yeah, me and him just did a chat. We ain't released nothing yet. We got to go back and remaster it, and then we're gonna be pushing it and doing the videos. But
Yo, funny story about Shook, bro. He was on stage. And you know how I promote real heavy, and I just tag everybody and shit. Yo, we had the cameras going. There was a live video. I tagged my church. I pressed the thing to the live video, and they were in on the live video. He's on stage like, I stabbed your mama.
The church.
It's going. The church is watching. I'm like,
church shouldn't judge.
Oh man, it was bad. I ain't gonna be.
That's one of my best homies.
He's dope.
That could be a new member of the flock.
Shook.
Be a new member of the flock.
Yeah, that's my man.
Change him. Could be the next Kanye.
I'm good, bro. I'm okay. You look like you're on your way.
Listen, God can't judge. Well, God judges. They're not allowed to.
I'm not getting in this
It's
debate.
usually the other way around.
Listen, you know who knows the Bible just as much as God?
I'm not doing this conversation. Here you go. Just throw your socks up, bro.
Oh, God.
All right, that'll wrap it up. Interviews with everyday people.
Yep.
Welcome to the Illuminati.
Oh, God.
If this doesn't get me in, I don't know what will.
All right, bro.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for coming. We got to
It's a
do
pleasure.
this. Maybe obviously if HMAC can't host, but like like I said, I'm only 45 minutes away. I can always come to you guys. I'd love to sit down with you again. Anytime you got something going on, let me know. We'll work for each other. I enjoyed it. It was a good time.
do it.
Craig,
You already know. Always a pleasure, bro.
fuck you.
Fuck you more.
See you guys.
Oh, man.
Living my life, just living my life, just living my life. It's my time. Just living my life, just living my life, just living my life. It's my time. Athletic at the peak of my life. Slipped a couple times. I was speeding on ice. Never took a risk. Then you cheating your life. You never took a risk. Then you cheating your life. It's a hole in my heart, probably never be filled. And part of me thinks it'll never be healed. I lost some of my family to the dope. Overflow my mind with positive vibes, that's how I cope. They ask if I stop, I tell them no. Speak foul on my name, clean your mouth, that was soap. I'm crying right now while I'm writing this shit. I'm dying inside just from fighting this shit. Amidst all the darkness, I see light in this bitch. Give me one small spark and I'm igniting this bitch.